leaves it with the back. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Man, what a matchup. The stakes are really high. Both teams in the top 10, playoff positioning, all the things that go with a midseason showdown, guys.
And these are just fun for us because we got a little bit more juice, too, because both teams in playoff contention, both teams high aspirations, a big showdown, a big prove-it game, Palmer, for both these squads.
And it's been fun because these two teams seem to be revving up right at the right moment. They've gotten better and better as the weeks have progressed, and now we've got this major clash, head-to-head, in front of the entire country, all eyes watching.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. The carry going off right tackle here. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line?
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Here's the pressure. And with not much doing downfield, he found his... It's open in the stands and threw it to him.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
It'll be third and long. Quarterback may change this route. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. He holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this, a running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Oh, he's ready to take a shot. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up. Guys, let's talk a little bit about Ole Miss. They've made it to the middle of the season, #1 team in the land, but now is when you have to work on staying there.
Yeah, it's been a really, really good start. Impressed with them, impressed with offense, defense, special teams, complete unit so far.
Going deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
Pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete. Good play downfield by the DB.
And it didn't take long early in the game. That's the matchup everybody has their eyes on. One of the best receivers in the game, one of the best DBs in the game. They're going to be going toe-to-toe all game long. That time, the defender comes away with an early win in the matchup, but the war is not over.
Makes the catch at the 20. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
You got to love the rhythm this quarterback is in here on this drive, guys. 2 completions. He's seeing the safety rotation. That time, saw the one-on-one matchup he wanted, took his shot. He is in a groove.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Just keep slinging it. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
I'm going to spread you sideline to sideline with all my speed, make you cover the whole field. Nice job by the offense, going with a little spread look, taking advantage of the speed they had on the field, and getting the big touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. Throwing right. Fires the pass. Intercepted. Bringing it back. He's at the 10. He goes out of bounds at the 7-yard line, but what an opportunity after that pick.
That's a bad decision by the quarterback. In that area of the field, you have got to be careful. If the guy's not wide open, you've got to throw that football away, because not only are you getting it picked off, but he's returning it now down close to your goal line and setting his...
Give him 6. Touchdown, Rebels.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Might be calling a hot route. Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Cantrell. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Looking to throw on first down. Steps away to find some room. Going to try to get it himself. They corral him out of bounds. Mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going.
This guy's getting himself into a rhythm here early. You just saw a beautiful throw on the previous play. Now he's showing off the speed, and you can't blame him, honestly. When you run like him, even if it's first down, if it's not open, just take off. This defense is going to be on their heels all game long if they can't find a way to start slowing him down.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Got it in the middle, it's Davis. Good pick up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Nice job by the receiver there, running the drag route against zone coverage, finding the soft spot, making it easy on his quarterback to get the completion. He turns it upfield, and he moves the sticks.
And here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Looking to the big tight end. And the laundry drops as the pass falls incomplete. Let's see who the penalty's on. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a first down. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Fires it. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open. And that's why that one fell incomplete.
Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. Just a little too much there, a little too handsy, and they nab them for the defensive holding penalty. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wants to go up top on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Riggs. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Auburn lines up quickly. He might want another play. Going to swing it on second down. Blasted as he lets it go. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
Well, a nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
On third and long, try to convert through the air. They get to him as he throws. Another incompletion on third down.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on third down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. He'll try to take it back. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. He tosses one high and deep down the left side.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved when I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Catch in the middle. It's Verrier. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Got his man downfield. They finally get him on the ground, but that's the kind of play that will carry momentum into the second quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Really strong performance so far to be able to build a lead here in the first period as we look at the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll send the back in motion. Little touch pass to the receiver. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in the game.
Quick completion on the out. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
Man, and tight ends in today's modern college football are so difficult to stop because they're so much more athletic than they used to be. Today, they're just like big wide receivers. So defensively, how do you stop it? Do you have someone who has the physical dimensions to match up with this guy one-on-one? You might not. And if you don't, are you comfortable putting a slower linebacker on him? Or do you want to put a smaller DB that might not be able to tackle him? It's a real difficult puzzle to figure out.
Oh, and he missed it. No good. Missed the field goal, missed the chance to make it a 3-possession game, but still a 14-point lead, guys. So here comes the Auburn offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Auburn to the line in a hurry.
All season long, we've been watching this defense dominate against the run. They're the #1 rush defense in the entire country. With a big lead in this game, you cannot run the ball and expect to win and get back in it.
They'll immediately call timeout.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. He's going to take a shot. He's got it along the sideline. Wide open spaces. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. A blown opportunity, missing that short field goal on the last drive, and now they'll try to put something on the board here. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Hauls it in down the sideline. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Looking for the score. Touchdown, Ole Miss. Fired in from the red zone for the score.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game
just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Every single week, defenses know who's going to get the ball thrown to them, but they can't stop him. With that last catch, he now has over 1,000 yards receiving on the year.
To the ground with the back. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. And the Tigers come to the line in the hurry-up.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Showing the arm strength down the left side. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and they are rolling.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Looking downfield on first down. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And I like where the quarterback got because I think he needed to check the football down, but the pressure got there a little bit too fast, and he just didn't have enough time to get it to his running back and maybe put a positive spin on this play instead of an incompletion.
Out of the backfield, he's open. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down. Looking to throw again. He'll take a shot. And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 40. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense does the work itself with a pick six. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Look, I know it's only the second quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
Looks like he's going to try to return it. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Find some fresh air. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. Tempo and overdrive. The Tigers have that QB run game rolling like toilet paper headed for Toomer's corner.
And I just think of Cam Newton in that magical season and seeing the toilet paper come out a lot that year on their way to a national championship. But Auburn and that fan base, man, they have some great fans.
And back to the air on second down. The short hands, it's Davis. Out across the 30 to the 39 after getting 10 on that one. Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. The give to the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Unloads to the wideout. He's got it. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lets it fly. He's got it at the 15. Rustled out of bounds at the 12, and another productive play on this drive. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. The Tigers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Back to pass on 2nd down. Here's a heat. And the ball's out, and they're after it. And the ball goes out of bounds, and it'll be a big loss on the play. The Tigers moving quickly to the line. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Rushes on him. And the 3rd down pass is incomplete.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. You could see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Despite failing earlier on 4th down, they will try again here. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers! Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
Man, nice job getting the passing game going. This is big, man. Going to the half, and listen, I know you're trailing, but building some momentum. Maybe this second half we can keep airing the football out, cutting into this deficit, and who knows what the heck will happen.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. UMass is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Sam the Minuteman isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 9 over Georgia State. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Throws for the tight end. He's open on the right. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
Looking to throw on first down. A strike downfield. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Wants to throw on first down. Quarterback strolling away from Heat. Makes the catch. He gets it in. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
So they got the touchdown now, going to put it in the hands of their defense to finish off this half. And he's not going to take the touchback. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Just so smooth along the sideline to drag that toe and get the completion. Auburn lines up quickly. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Caught over the middle. It's Cantrell. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. To the air on first down.
A nice job by the QB. It's third down. It's money down. I'm looking to throw the ball down the field. What's open? My running back. Find him, hit him, let him do the rest. Good job.
Wants to go up top on first down. He turns that loose down the right side. Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. He's out of bounds, showing off the hands on the pick, and then the nifty moves on a terrific return. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. He's moving out of the pocket. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot, you start trying to aim it, you really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Looking downfield on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Gilmore. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. So with only seconds left in the half, here comes the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. And they'll push that lead out a little further. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will kick it off to start the second half. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive.
One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on 4th downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And it's frustrating as a defense when you give up that first down and you give up that pass play. But here we go with this offense. They're right back on the ball. You got to flush that. You got to get lined up, and you got to communicate.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And the Tigers have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he's had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Working the middle, it's complete. He cannot get there. It'll be 4th down.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
How about that elusiveness? He's got space. And the big gain, and they've got it on the 46.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Runs through the tackle. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. The give to the tailback. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Looking to throw on 3rd. Got his man on the right. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field, gets the defense off guard.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this.
Fires deep toward the end zone. They almost had another interception. They're trying to set records out there.
We've seen a lot of good hands in the back end of this defense in this game. They've got multiple interceptions. That was not a good example, though. That should have been another one, but they say people play defense for a reason.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
All right, you've dug yourself a little bit of a hole offensively. You know you're going to have to throw it here in the 2nd half. You're going to have to make sure, though, you do a better job up front with your pass pro. You got to keep your quarterback standing upright.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Going for it all. And it's incomplete, and the defense stands tall and gets off the field. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got him in the open. Turning it on. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. The snap sets up the throw. Sends it downfield. Makes the grab right down the middle. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play. Wants to throw on first down. Under fire. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him, but this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. Looking to throw on first down. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And I'm not surprised they're letting him throw the football down here near the end zone. Like, that dude's been really, really good. And you can trust him. They trust him in this offense. Great job by this defense playing the pass, breaking on the football, and making sure he doesn't get another touchdown.
Pulls it in. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still...
Man, don't hit my goddamn quarterback that goddamn hard ever again, man.
Happy to oblige. When you got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
Wants to go up top. Looking to the end zone. Picked off.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year. He comes up with a massive play right there.
This drive will start at the 6-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23.
And as the game goes on, you're going to see this offense continue to use the RPO. That look was conducive to handing it off. The defense now is going to start putting more guys in the box to slow this running back down, and that's when the quarterback's going to have an opportunity to keep the football and make plays throwing.
Timeout called here by defense. It's their first of the half. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Longer, easy. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the wideout. It's incomplete. I tell you, this sophomore quarterback's lucky to get that one back. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback making adjustments. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. This one's complete. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47. Auburn lines up quickly.
You know, you're seeing in college football now with spread offense and tempo and air raid, we're seeing more and more 400-yard days, but I can't remember the last time I've seen one look as impressive as this guy has played today, David. He has been on fire.
And it's so annoying now because all the quick game is so good, and then you take shots when you get matchups, and you see tight ends now that move like wide receivers and running back.
There he goes. Took care of it himself. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
And you see the option being such a pain in the behind of the best programs in college football. When you got quarterbacks that have those multiple options, they're making you play very disciplined, and the QB takes it himself, gets in for the score.
Getting aggressive here and going for 2. He gets in there for the 2-point conversion, and now we have a 2-possession game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a thrilling 50-yard run for the touchdown. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. He's got it on the outside. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one?
Well, these two have been absolutely unstoppable in this game, and it just feels like every time this guy drops back to throw, he's throwing it to one guy and one guy only. The defense cannot stop him. He has been a matchup nightmare all game long.
And the pass falls incomplete. That's how we'll wrap up the third quarter of play, but now, time for the fourth quarter. We've come to the end of the period, and Ole Miss is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. That's caught. It's Gilmore. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Knocked down immediately, but they couldn't stop him from getting the big gainer to the 30. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get them to third down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the first down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to throw it. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
He'll take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Once you start to get down here towards the goal line, it's so much more difficult to throw the football. And you really want to stretch the defense sideline to sideline and use your speed and take advantage of the grass when you see it. They try to take a little bit of a shot down the field unsuccessfully. Nice job by this defense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So here comes the Auburn offense. There's a lot of pressure when you have that number one beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down, second down coming. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Riggs.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he stopped. The Tigers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
To the air on first down. Unloads to the right. All by himself. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. This Auburn offense doing work. They're set up with another first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Offense gets set for second down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Auburn ready to go back to work after getting another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. It's complete. And he makes a grab. Defense draped all over him, and it's first and goal at the 9. And the Tigers didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Looking to fire. Trying to find the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Two-point conversion attempt is coming. He wants to throw it. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good. Just a couple of possessions down, so there is some hope. They still have work to do. Trailing by 2 possessions here in the fourth. They'll line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done.
Yeah, and a great job by the receiving team. When you see the football kick, man, you got to be smart. How fast it's coming, if I'm ready to catch it, if it needs to go to the next wave. Nice job being organized, seeing it, and executing well.
Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Oh, they're after him. Got it in stride at the 15. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. And the Rebels want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on first down. He caught it. Touchdown, Ole Miss. And the route is on. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the fourth, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out next. Right on the money. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down.
And this offense is going to have to catch some breaks, man. They're going to have to make some big plays. They're going to have to push the ball down the field, break some tackles, hit some home runs, down 3 possessions in the fourth quarter. They're going to have to do everything right.
Snags it on the right. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Here comes the heat. just gets rid of it before the heat. He just wisely got rid of that one. The worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the mistiming.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
They were on the move, but 2 straight incompletions had them staring at 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. Didn't find much running room there. Picks up a few before he's forced out of bounds.
Well, we know the defensive coordinator's been harping on his guys about this. Earlier in the game, this quarterback was killing him with his scrambling ability and his ability to take off. That time, though, nice adjustment by the defense. It was almost as if they were expecting him to scramble that time. Really, really nice job defensively.
Fires into the end zone. It's dropped. And oh, what a tough way to end this drive. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. All wideouts, no backs. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. Found a seam. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 46-yard line. Here we go. To the air on first down. He'll take the deep shot. Catch inside the 25. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. How impressive has this passing game been today, and it looks as if it's on the verge of carrying them to a top 10 win.
And how about this passing attack? Doing what you want at will against a top 10 team.
Pulls it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels. The lead gets bigger here in the 4th quarter, and their run continues, about to go 8-0.
And what can you say about this offense in this game? All season long, they've done enough to win week in, week out. Hasn't always been pretty. They haven't always brought their A-plus game to the park. But they won a shootout today. Both offenses trading blows back and forth, and they were able to come out on top. And the offense, to me, is the reason they're still undefeated today.
That is a decision he will likely regret. He brings it out of the end zone, and he's knocked down at the 10. They'll snap it from the 10 for the first play of this drive. They go to the ground. After that one, not quite so backed up as they're up to the 18-yard line. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Off play action. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Trying to make magic with his feet. A little more space, open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
Well, you just get the feeling, too, that if they're going to claw their way back in this game, his legs are going to have to be a factor. What a great job scrambling that time. Nothing open. He didn't panic. He saw some green grass. He was able to get outside, away from the defense, get upfield, pick up the first down. That play is going to help their momentum. They need more scramble plays like that from him.
Softened him up with a run, and now to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from.
And here's the 5th interception by this quarterback. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Hauls in the deep ball. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. He's going to lose a yard on that one. After giving up that big play, this defense has been a rock. 3rd and goal coming. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And the extra point was good. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. Pulls it, fired, complete. There he goes. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game. That is how a quick strike offense flips the field, and now they're in business trying to cash in after that huge play. Looking to throw. Let's it fly. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Hey, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note. A little bit.
Got the quick pass. He gets the 2-point conversion as they draw ever closer.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
Undeterred by this huge deficit in the last half-minute, they'll line up for the onside kick. The hands team out there to avert disaster, and so they do. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow.
He unleashes a long one. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. I know both